Welcome to Show Me What You Got, the first of its kind basketball show that brings to you homegrown talent and local talent wherever they are. You don't have to go out of your seats. We're going to bring it right to you. And with me, my name is Diola D. Brown, a basketball player talking about basketball around. And with me on the program is
Rezan Majid, co-founder of Stat Sports League and Sports Bandits. We're all about bringing people together through basketball.
And Andre Reza, also co-founder of Stat Sports League and Sports Bandits. It's all about sports here.
Great. I have two phenomenal gentlemen with me, and we're going to talk about basketball. We have a lot of things to talk about on the show today. We're going to talk about a new phenomenon in basketball. Is the way to go right now. Hey, those of you who grew up playing basketball in a kampung or in a little street down the road, you know, there's a way for you to go with basketball, and it's the official FIBA 3x3. What is this about? It is basically 3-on-3 basketball, but it's now on the world stage. And Reza and Andre, who have been organizers of this event, they're going to tell us a lot more about it. They just concluded the KL circuit of the event. Also did the Penang Challenger circuit, who the winners of that are going to Tokyo to play. And Andre, tell me what this whole thing is about. What is this 3x3 about?
Okay, so the 3x3, the FIBA 3x3 is actually basketball in its simplest form. You usually get a couple of guys to play basketball in the half court when you're playing around. Now, what the FIBA 3x3 rules do is give you a little bit more structure. The game changes a little bit. They use a special ball. It's a size 6 ball with the weight of a size 7. So guys like you with big hands, looks like a grapefruit when they're playing with it right now, right? And it makes it it makes it a lot easier to handle the ball and even shoot the ball in terms of accuracy. So that speed of the game immediately becomes faster and it becomes more accessible for anyone else to play. And at the same time, one particular rule set, I know you had some time adjusting to that rule set when you were playing out there, was when the ball comes through the net. So when someone scores, you're immediately starting it from that position. We're not checking the ball and slowing the game down. And that really speeds it up. There's some funky strategies you saw there. They give up a layup and suddenly they're out there shooting a 3 right away and you're like, what just happened? You know, and I know that's really going to give Malaysians in particular, who have, I know some sweet shooting Malaysian players out there, who maybe not used to the physicality of the game, but that strategy part is going to give them a chance.
But that's really interesting though, because theoretically it's supposed to help with the shooting, right? Because like you said, it's a smaller ball, but it's the weight that the guys are used to. I mean, you took part in it. What do you think?
I had a lot of trouble adjusting to the change, you know, because it feels like a size 7 ball, but it feels like a size 6 ball at the same time, you know. So it's like gripping a grapefruit in your palm, you know. So I had a little trouble, you know, getting adjusted to it, but you know, I got there eventually, and I still have a lot of improvement to make as well. But Rezan, you organized the KL circuit for the 3-on-3 qualifiers to go to Penang. Tell me what that was about.
So basically, we were helping out, and shout out to World Hoops. They did a great job with the Penang qualifier. So essentially, there's a couple different stages that leads up to the Abu Dhabi Masters, which is the worldwide, you know, the finals for basically all around the world. And so what we did in KL was kind of gave everyone a chance to get a feel for it that otherwise wouldn't have, you know. And again, it's to introduce not only the new ball, but those new rules. And once again, it's not just your ordinary pickup street ball 3-on-3. You know what I mean? The strategies are a bit different. The pacing is completely different. The foul strategies are different as well. But we had a good turnout. The idea for the first go around was to kind of showcase it a little bit. There was a tournament last year, and we actually sponsored a team to go into that as well. But this year we managed to host one, and we're hoping to help out even more for next year. So
that's right.
Great, and a lot of rule changes. That you can't post up for 5 seconds. I like to drive people in the post, you know, but I got to know that you can't post up for more than 5 seconds. But Andre, you were at the event in Penang. What was the highlight of the event for you?
Definitely seeing all of that international talent. You saw teams from Slovenia.
I mean, we had the world number 2 and 3 teams present, man. That was huge.
That talent, and
they were huge.
They were.
I know you're used to being the biggest guy.
I know. I was there. I saw this guy from Japan. He's like 12 feet tall. Like, come on.
He's like patting you on the head.
Patting me on the head. Hey, shout out to my Kyle from Japan as well. Great player as well. You know. But what was the highlight of the event for you?
Definitely the skill level and that talent. I saw some great play where teams down 15 points, they don't mind. They're just balling out there, hitting shots, playing the game. And this kind of pace that you never see in Malaysian basketball without the 3x3, I think.
Yeah.
I think he was actually getting you to
Oh,
say
about your dunk?
Yeah.
Your-
Nah,
dunk contest?
come on.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Definitely.
talking about that,
Come on.
but
Jump-
yeah, go on,
jump-
go on.
jump- jump-
You went there, you
I
went
wasn't talking about
there,
that,
you
but
went there.
please,
Come on,
continue.
let them know what it is.
Yeah. The highlight was you jumping over said big man
Yeah.
for an alley-oop dunk. Right, that was pretty good. That was
And
pretty
actually,
good.
I've not been in a dunk contest in like 4 or 5 years. You know, I just decided to try it out. You know, all for the love of the game and for the fans out there. You know, and well, it turned out well. You know.
Dunk champion.
That-
Dunk champion.
yeah, that's it. I wish I jumped over Raisin though. It would have given me more flavor.
I would have paid you for that one.
I know.
How you get there? A lot of hard work. Yeah, going a lot of tournaments, practicing, and just trying to do your best to be the best.
Yeah, just work hard, be yourself, and do everything you got. And
Yeah, give everything you've got because there's all you've got.
Stay in school, kids.
Yeah, leave your heart on the court.
Moved to Malaysia 3 years ago. I wanted to play basketball, and so I just remember playing 3-on-3 as a kid, and so I started looking at 3-on-3 competitions around the area, and FIBA came up, and I just randomly sent him an email and said, "Are there any competitions close by that I can play in?" And he said, "No, but if you're interested in organizing 3-on-3 competitions, we could really use some programs in that area."
I think we should try and motivate local players to get involved with this. How do you think we can do that?
I mean, to touch off basically what you're saying, you met Jasmine. He does this professionally, essentially
Yeah,
now.
he does.
But it's really, this game is a lot more accessible to people than maybe the full court game. The full 5-on-5 game. And so in that sense, like you were saying at the beginning, is that if you're just at any court, you've got 2 other buddies, this is a great sport for you to try out, try out the new rules and everything. And it's about building that exposure and for people to understand this form of basketball, and then eventually we can, locally we can develop the talent to compete regionally and globally as well.
That's right. So, I mean, you guys out there, you don't need to keep playing basketball on the streets. You can make a living out of this right now. You don't need to get any association or any team to recruit you. Just get yourself and 3 other friends, form a team together, and jump onto the next 3x3 basketball competition. I was talking with Raisin before the show, and we were talking about the NBA.
Yep.
Whoa, who's the best team in the NBA right now? Raisin, come on, tell everyone who you said.
So we were discussing this, obviously it's hard to kind of root against the Warriors. They just play awesome basketball, and they're just on another level right now. We don't even need to talk about Steph, right? But this guy's talking about the Cavs going the whole way. But I'm saying, like, they haven't seen any competition at all. Not during the season, not in the during on the east side of things.
But you need to remember that last year, the only reason why the Warriors won the Cavs is because they were short-handed. Cavs was missing 3 players. Kyrie was out, Love was out, and LeBron still gave them a good run for their money.
Yep.
This year, everyone is healthy. The Cavs are playing the best basketball they've played in years, and I think they're the team to beat right now.
I gotta agree with that. They're actually better than they were last year. So they gave Warriors a run for their money. I do agree with you that they've not seen a single team worth their time so far in the
But don't you
playoffs.
think that's good for them? Because they're kind of like just easing through now while the Warriors are like slugging it out with teams.
Yeah,
and
to
they'll
a
be
certain
worn
degree,
out.
I agree. I mean, the Warriors OKC matchup, OKC, who I hate for eliminating my Spurs, but the OKC matchup is gonna be a tougher matchup than I think the Toronto Cavs series.
Yeah.
So that may play into things. Steph is coming back from an injury,
Which
a
I'm not
40
sure he
a
was
40
on.
points, 40 points injury.
He came up with injury and scored 40 points. Come on.
He's an alien. That's
He's
all.
yeah.
No, but the Cavs are just now clicking, right? And so they do have all the weapons. They do have the depth. But the Warriors have been doing it all season long. Like there is no weakness in their game right now. They've got the tempo, they've got the rebounding, they've got the defense.
Bogut's
So-
out.
Extended period of time?
I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but Bogut's out right now.
Is and Ezeli has to step up. Festus Ezeli has to step up if they're gonna take it all through. So now they're the ones in injury trouble. I don't see them taking it all out. But hey, it's not our views that matter, it's not our count that matters, it's your count that matters. And yo, if you want to win a beautiful Stat Sport 3, where the shirts at?
The shirts are over there.
Oh, okay. If you want to win a beautiful 3-on-3 shirt from by the Stat Sports League, we're going to give you an opportunity to win it. Just comment the link below and tell us who you think your favorite NBA team is and who you think is going to win the NBA Finals, and tell us why. And you stand a chance to win one of 2 beautiful Stat Sport 3x3 t-shirts to be yours. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me on the program today, Reza Majid and Andre.
it, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you, viewers. Tune in for next week for our next episode as well. We'll be talking about a lot of things about the Stat Sports League. We're going to be talking about how we're going to grow basketball up here, and a lot of other stuff. Who your best player in the NBA is as well. Stay tuned and watch out for that. Thank you.